On this video, we're doing an Algorand blockchain fundamental analysis. We're going to be breaking down what the blockchain is, what it's producing, and how it plans to spread and share its message to the world about a green and sustainable blockchain. So we're going to be breaking it all down, talking about the founder, Silvio, the new chief technology officer, John Woods, and all the plans that they got to blow this ecosystem up. All right, y'all, let's tap in. Here we're on Algorand's official website, algorand.com, the world's most powerful and sustainable blockchain. Our institutional grade blockchain infrastructure is the first and only to achieve decentralization, scalability, and security without compromises while being environmentally sustainable. So Algorand here is going in. You can see all the different things happening, like stake proofs. You can see the big partnership with FIFA and a list of things that is trending that Algorand is talking about. So let's jump over to the Algorand Foundation website here. All right, the world's most green blockchain ecosystem. So again, Algorand Foundation is dealing with building out the ecosystem and making sure that startups, projects, and community is engaged. So they have a lot of money and they are making sure that people are going to build and grow. That means more training, more developers, and whatnot. And we go back to Algorand Inc. This is the company side of it that deals with the technology, right? They're out there making different partnerships. They're making sure that the tech is developed, right? On the top here, you can see the block time of 3.6 seconds right now. So shout out to Algorand Inc. So then we have the current activity, 17 transactions per second. Sometimes it spikes, right? We have over 28 million addresses. I believe that's an all-time high. And then again, transaction fees are 0.0004. This means and shows that anyone could use it. It is scalable. It is cheap, fast, and efficient. So again, back to Algorand Foundation, they're empowering a dynamic, inclusive, and borderless global economy at scale based on the Algorand technology. Again, you can see that it's carbon neutral, secure, decentralized, and fast. But real talk, y'all, the reason I got onto this blockchain and so bullish on it is because, for one, I was looking for some passive income. Algorand has that in various different ways throughout its DeFi, and it has it through its governance program. But beyond that, I was really into the founder and his vision and his mission of what is actually going on. So let's go hear from Silvio McCauley right now at the SALT conference.
So Algorand, we are very proud of having solved the original trilemma. So we do scale and totally decentralized and secure. We are also green. Our blockchain never forks. You can rely on a block as soon as it appears. And by the way, we have been producing over 20 million blocks every 4.4 seconds without any interruption of service.
All right, so that was Silvio McCauley at the SALT conference in the Bahamas talking about the facts of what Algorand actually does, and it's very impressive. He was on the stage with the founders of AVAX, Solana, Near, and other blockchains like that, but he was definitely showing what Algorand has done and not what Algorand is planning to do. And I think that's very important. All right, so let's go hear from John Woods. This is the new technology officer that just been recruited and added to Algorand Foundation's great team, but he was over there at Cardano, so he has a lot of information that he can share with us and help to build a cross-chain, multi-chain ecosystem in the world. So let's hear from John Woods.
We've just announced AlgoKit, the next generation tool for developing applications on Algorand. Development on Algorand was already great, but we're taking it to the next level. AlgoKit is a reimagination of how you're going to develop a PyTeal. It includes some incredible features. We have an incredible testing framework, which is going to make it so much easier to debug your code. We have a command line tool to manage your projects so you don't have to worry about folder structures anymore. We have a simulator that's built in. We have an abstraction above PyTeal so you can focus on your business logic rather than dealing with the boilerplate difficulties of low-level programming. And finally, we are working to make the entire development experience seamless, so you'll have a VS Code plugin with syntax highlighting. AlgoKit is a one-stop shop for development, whether you're just starting to learn or you're building enterprise-grade production applications. We think you're going to love it.
So as we see here, John Woods is breaking down AlgoKit. So this is a new platform and a suite of tools to help onboard and educate the next 2, 3, 4, 5 million developers that will be developing on the Algorand blockchain. Okay, let's dive into the ecosystem and break down some of the next projects that are available to us. We have the newest projects building an interoperable ecosystem. So Folks Finance, this is a borrowing and lending platform that helps with liquid governance. So that way, when you are submitting or committing to Algorand's governance, you can then still keep your commitment, but have liquidity to do different moves with G-Algo. So a great addition to the ecosystem. And then we have AlgoFi, one of my favorite platforms for borrowing, lending, and staking. And we have PacFi, Pair Wallet, which is the main go-to wallet. And then you can see the list of other projects being built. So see, and when I first got on Algorand, there was 0 projects. There were only ideas and thoughts. Then eventually Yieldly popped up as a yield farming token and a DeFi suite. But as we see a year and a half, 2 years later, the ecosystem is thriving, and we're in a bear market, which means only the best projects will survive. This is DeFi Llama. This is a dashboard where we can track all the TVL. These are the metrics that matter for decentralized finance, total value locked. It tracks the 1-day change, 7-day change, even by the minute. So as you see here, Ethereum is number 1 with over 500 protocols, and they have 32 billion in TVL. But if we look down on this list, you can see Algorand is moving up. Algorand now has 300 million in TVL, which is impressive, right? For this growing and budding blockchain that has about a $2 billion market cap. So I'm telling you, Ethereum, Chronos, Solana, Optimism, better watch out. Let's go here and click the Algorand. And again, you can see all of the platforms on here that you can then borrow, lend, stake, or use it as a DEX and things of that nature. So let's kind of walk through them slowly. AlgoFi, number 1 with 142 million total value lock. Then we have Folks Finance with 110 million. Lofty AI, which is the real estate, tokenized real estate platform, they're about 25 million locked. Very impressive. And then as you see, Tiny Man, Pact, Humble, Guard, Algomint, right? Algorand Finance, Cometa, and Yieldly, as I mentioned earlier, is still on this list. And we got Algodex, Silo, Opolis. So the ecosystem is growing. Now, what we're going to do now is kind of highlight a few other projects, because if we're talking about a multi-chain world, we need bridges, we need state proofs, and things to connect, all right? Milkomeda, this is big and huge, right? Milkomeda, experience interoperability and L2 scalability. Milkomeda delivers roll-up technologies to leading layer 1 ecosystems by offering the most popular smart contract language, Solidity, while enhancing inter-blockchain interoperability, user experience, and developer traction, all at the layer 2 level. So essentially, this is a bridge that is a layer 2, like a side chain, where you can then wrap your Algorand, you can wrap your USDC, your USDT, all these different things, turn it into an M version of it, and use it in the Milkomeda layer 2 scale, right? And then you can do the same with Ethereum assets and other assets, and it's a way for us to get around centralized exchanges and use bridges to connect with other blockchains. Really impressive. DeFi, bridges, gaming, NFTs, a lot is happening here. Then another one, Glitter Finance, right? Glitter is a brand-changing innovator bridge that brings the everyday user into the crypto world seamlessly. So the goal here is bridging Solana and Algorand. So very popular, Solana and Algorand as a coming up blockchain. Definitely, we want to bring that liquidity back through, so that way Solana users, Algo users can be more in line. All right, y'all. There's a lot going on with Algorand as we've seen that we covered today. So much news. The big news is coming up for next month. We talking about November is Decipher. So this is Algorand's annual event where the innovators, the builders, the creators, all the stakeholders and investors are there to collaborate and communicate with each other about the future of the ecosystem and the blockchain, right? Real world solutions with a global impact. So again, if you are heading to Dubai to go to Decipher, we'll be out there with the Next Block, which is my other podcast show. Make sure that y'all tap in with us, but this will be huge. You'll hear from Sylvia McCauley, Stacey Warden. We even have Sam Bankman-Fried popping up, talking about regulation, FTX, and all the things of that nature. We got the guys from Kraken. A lot of people will be there. The list of speakers keep growing. So make sure that y'all tap in. And if you ain't going, watch the channel and you'll get all the highlights. All right, let's close out. Again, y'all, we covered Sylvia McCauley, the Algorand blockchain. We talked about John Wood's chief technology officer. We went to DeFi Llama and looked at all the DeFi and all the platforms one can use for staking, borrowing, and lending. Algorand ecosystem fundamentally is better than it ever has been. So y'all, I'm gonna rate this blockchain right here a solid B. Why? Because we're not having a lot of price action, but I'm gonna give it some, a little leeway because we are in a bear market. So I'm gonna give it a solid B. And as that price gets back to $1, it probably will go up to an A in my book. Again, appreciate y'all for tapping in. Leave any observations, comments, and suggestions below. And see you on the next one, y'all. See Will with the Passive Income Network. I am Algorand. See the crypto, a digital face. 2021 fiat replaced. Had to have it. Bank account by Algorand. Large amounts. Digital left the physical space. The community had to be great. A digital wallet, large amounts. It's about fame, big bank account.